Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So I love the show so much, so much. And I thought you were so brilliant as Sarah, especially in episodes 5 and 6. No spoilers for those who haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
So what
Oh,
sort of reactions have you received from viewers who have seen it on Peacock and Channel 4?
oh, it's been absolutely brilliant. People have been so supportive. Like, there's so much love. And yeah, it's just great. Like, I've had a couple of mentions from my friends of like, they're very surprised to see me frowning. I don't frown a lot in my everyday life. So they're just like, remind me never to make you angry. I was like, okay, well, there you go, there you go. But yeah, it's just been so lovely. The reception has been great.
Oh, amazing. That's acting. What can I tell you?
Exactly. Well, yeah.
So I love so much about the show, but I think some of my favorite scenes were the sing along scenes in the car because you all look like you're having so much fun singing along to the Proclaimers and System of a Down. So what were some of your favorite moments to shoot?
Oh yeah, definitely those. Definitely those. I loved, without spoilers as well, I loved all this stuff in the field. When we're in the field, it was just such an amazing day to like be outside, to kind of get to do all those like interesting and amazing shots. Again, like ride in the car. But anything with those girls, like you know that you'll always be laughing and like having the best time. Like no matter if you're cold, no matter if it's been a long day. Like yeah, it was great. Yeah, they're so funny.
So what were some of your favorite memories from shooting or downtime being in a bubble with these exceptional women?
Yeah, exactly. But we felt so lucky because obviously because of COVID, the fact that this was put on in the way and there was so much care given by the whole team that it was so wonderful. Like you had people in their masks 24/7, sometimes in goggles if we were singing because of the particles, and not
Right.
one complaint. There was just such a good energy because I think people knew that we were creating something so special
Yeah.
and so fun and like joy filled that like we just enjoyed it all. And weirdly because of COVID as well, lots of sets were built because
Oh,
we had to remain on our own, and which is really rare. Otherwise we would have been on location. So to see these sets, you see these like wooden boxes, you walk in and it's your full flat. Like the care and attention, like the detail that's gone into everything. I feel like Cyrus flat, we looked around every time we were in it, finding like a new writing piece or a new notebook or like this lamp, and just yeah, so much thought and care that's all come from
oh
kind
my
of
gosh.
Simon and Neda's minds. It's incredible.
Wow. So I know you had a long rehearsal period in terms of like working on the set list, working on the music, working on the script. So tell me about collaborating with Angina, Juliet, Faith, and Lucy.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, we had so much band rehearsal before we stepped kind of onto set and into rehearsal, just to kind of feel life as a band. Because when you rehearse, you go through so many peaks and troughs. Like you make mistakes, you have a few failures as a band, and then like the triumphs when you get to play this, you understand what you're playing, you vibe with each other. So it's incredible because when we set foot into rehearsal, we felt like a band. Like we were like, yes, we are lead parts. We know what's happening, and then you get to play the story with all that trust and permission that you've built up. They're incredible women. Honestly, like they're so talented, so generous as well. It was wonderful to work with them.
Yeah. So tell me about some of your favorite songs to perform. And was it 9 to 5?
Yeah, yeah, right. So, and that was incredible anyway, because to get that signed off and to be allowed to play it in such a different way was amazing.
Yeah.
Like we think Fish and Chips is the single. If we were a band and we were putting out the album, it's the single because it's just got that catchy rhythm. The lyrics are really relatable. But actually, watching the series, I think Voldemort has come out on top. People love Voldemort.
I like
What's your
Bashir with a
favorite
good
song?
beard. Bashir with a
Yeah,
good
it's like
beard. It's
it's
so
so good.
catchy.
It's so catchy. Yeah. My cousins actually have messaged so many times and they're like, I've still got it in my head. I'm in the shop, like I'm doing my shopping and I'm singing it in the aisle. I was like, okay, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's good because I just found out that there's soundtrack. So I'm like, yep,
Yes.
yep.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And on the soundtrack as well is all the kind of other songs that appear. Because Cher's Nida's brother, yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of composed the show and taught us all our instruments as well, and created all the music. He's such a genius, such a genius, and the most relaxed, laid back guy you ever meet. So much patience. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
G5, wow.
I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. So which bands or musicians influence you?
Yes, so I would say I listened a lot to like strong female led bands. So I listened to the Tuts, who are an incredible band. Uh, Girl Diet, I listened to loads, but I went back to like Patti Smith throughout the ages,
Oh,
like in the old
yes.
days, because she had such a different kind of style. And I think it's amazing because you look at these incredible, powerful women, and you're like, right, they're so themselves, they're present, they're there. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to take all of that and try and make it my own. And I think within rehearsal, we all found these little, you know, what would you call it? Like just the little ticks, things that we have that we do as performers. So that was beautiful.
Yeah. So as a viewer, what were some of your favorite moments to watch?
Oh well, it's so strange after you've
Yeah.
done something and there's been like a while and you're waiting because it's you like effectively you're watching you, but just to see the the vibes and energy between us, I think was
Yeah.
so special because we knew like we really love each other. So you hope that comes across on screen, um, and so it was so lovely and just to actually see them come up, I was just like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of everyone who was involved and did it. Like, yeah, it's a pat on the back for so many people, cast and crew, to collaborate in such a beautiful way.
And have you heard anything about season two? I want a season two, you guys.
Haven't heard anything. Like we've all got our fingers and toes crossed. Just we've been like deliberating over what could happen. Just so maybe it will manifest if we keep talking about it. But yeah, so we've
Yeah.
all got very different ideas about little things that we'd like to see. So it's quite.
Okay, so I want to hear it. What do you hope happens?
So yeah, I mean, Anjana really wants there to be like a rival band, so that they have to go
Oh,
head to head, maybe like in a competition against a band that's like of a similar style. So
yeah.
you get like two of each character, which I kind of like. I mean, I'm gunning for like a small world tour would be great.
Yes, yes. Not just the one show. We need
Yeah,
more.
exactly. Let's go. Let's go. I like see how different places would receive the band, and like how would they deal
Right.
in Berlin? How would they deal in Leeds? The other place I could think of in the UK. But that would be so good. And obviously, there's so many storylines that you get snippets of, but you don't. We could delve so deep into each character, and I feel like to see
Right.
their stories unfold would be so nice.
Yeah, I want to see more of Juliet's character. You didn't get to see her family story too much.
Yes, exactly. And they have such an amazing backstory that hopefully maybe season two, yeah, you'll delve more into these things. And obviously because the episodes are short, like lots had to be cut as it always does in series and film.
Right.
So there's little things that kind of used to be about their family that you don't get the snippets of anymore. You get, so that might appear in series two because I think it does give you
Oh,
another insight into her character.
yeah. So did you film more with Sarah's family when you go back?
No, we didn't. We didn't. It's
Spoiler.
just with Cyrus, it was just very, yeah, small bits, maybe little bits of relationship things. Um, but yeah, I don't know how they did it. It must be so hard to cut it into 25 minutes. But what you
Yeah.
do get is something that's very kind of punchy and full, which I love, which they've done so incredibly.
Yes. And so joyful and so non-judgmental and so loving and just such a tribute to so many people, which I thought was
Yeah.
exceptional. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you
Yeah.
do see that in the feedback because so many people have come back and said, I either felt seen and heard during this, or like this resonates with me way back from when I was a child. I
Yeah.
felt these things because the characters are so different as well. You
Yeah.
might resonate with this person's situation or the circumstance, and so yeah, it's so nice to be able to see these complex, beautifully complicated women just going through life, just experiencing what comes at them. It's lovely.
Yeah. So what have you been watching lately?
Well, I've been binging a lot, mainly Line of Duty because I needed to catch up. I was very behind, and I did it in a really odd order. Like I watched four, and then half of six, and then five, and then so yeah, I've been doing lots of that,
So are
and I've
you
had a
all caught up now?
end.
Kelly McDonald's so
Yeah, no,
good.
I'm all caught up. I know
Okay.
the end. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, and other friends appearing in other dramas, so it's great to kind of see your like fellow actors doing so well. It's amazing.
Aw, that's so great. Well, you're so amazing on the show. I love the show. I can't wait for people here in Canada to see it. They're going to love it so much. Thank you so
Oh,
much for your time. I really appreciate it.
oh no, thank you so much. It was so lovely to meet you. Thank you.
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much.